I'm Olivier Schmidt. I'm an associate professor at the University of Southern Denmark, and I'm the head of the Center for War Studies there.
My name is Marie Robin. I am a PhD student from France at Université Paris 2 Panthéon-Assas au Centre Thucydide and the University of Southern Denmark at the Center for War Studies.
My name is Michael Jørstad. I am a PhD student at the University of Southern Denmark at the Center for War Studies.
So I've worked on several topics over the years. Originally, I come from a background of studying alliances and multinational military cooperations. Lately, I've done a lot of work on military innovation, how armed forces transform themselves, introduce new technologies, new ways of waging war, these kind of topics. And I always keep an eye on French defense policy.
I am working on jihadist propaganda and specifically how revenge narratives are being used by these groups to achieve certain political goals that I intend to examine.
I work on how the Russian military is conducting its lessons learned process, and more specifically on how civil-military relations impact this process.
So the EISS was founded about 3 years ago by a group of people, including myself. And the rationale behind the initiative was that we had identified a gap in terms of organization, in terms of structure, or in terms of networks in Europe. And we felt we were lacking a place where scholars working on security studies could meet and work together. Therefore, we have created this organization, and we have organized so far 3 conferences. This year in Sciences Po is the 3rd one, and we are gradually introducing a number of new schemes. The first one being an academic policymakers workshop that we are going to held in Brussels this year in November, and the topic will be tensions and challenges within NATO. Yeah, this morning I was a discussant for a panel on military innovation. So being a discussant basically involves reading in advance the papers that the scholars are sending us and providing feedbacks in order for them to improve on their research and hopefully get published in an academic journal. And I'm presenting a paper of my own this afternoon, in which I basically try to bring together my research interests on alliances and military innovation. And I introduce in this paper a new concept, which I call the Alliance Strategic Dilemma. So I hope it goes well.
Yes, it's a great opportunity to meet great people and great people to just interact with scholars that that I read every day basically, and they happen to be here in front of me, so that's awesome. It's only the 3rd time that I will be presenting my research, and 2nd time in English, so it's also some sort of a challenge for me. Also to speak only for 10 minutes is quite an exercise, interesting for scholars, I guess. But yeah, I really look forward to it, and I hope that I will have interesting feedback on my research.
I think it's actually fun, but it's fun in an intellectual way. The best way I can say it, maybe to the Danish audience, is that it's an intellectual Roskilde Festival. But the difference is that not only are you going to the different concerts, but you're also one of the performers. So it's really fun.
It's super warm right now. I haven't lived in Paris for quite a while, but I'm back on a regular basis for 3 to 5 days to do research, to do interviews. And I have to say that right now, I really wish I were in Denmark.
Okay. I like the famous hygge that you have in Denmark, the way of the Danish way of life in which you just enjoy some nice time all together with friends and family. And I love riding a bicycle around the city. I think it's more enjoyable than the subway, for instance, today with the heat wave that we have in Paris.
What about Paris?
There's a lot to like. It's a city with a lot of culture. Unfortunately, it's a lot hot at the moment, so it's a bit difficult to enjoy it properly. But yeah.